You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
And welcome back to the Factor Uncensored. Tonight, a medical milestone in treating severe cases of alopecia. After promising testing results, the FDA has approved the first ever drug to treat the disorder that can result in hair loss. It's called See, we talked about Olumiant. We just talked about this. Olumiant. Tonight, I asked two women with alopecia for their thoughts on the new treatment.
So, Kim, before we get into this drug that the FDA has approved for those who suffer from alopecia, lay it out what alopecia is for those who don't know.
So alopecia there's different forms of alopecia, and alopecia is essentially hair loss. And it is something that happens to your hair follicles, sometimes from things and pressure that you've done from culturally hairstyles, all the way up until it being done from menopause, it happening from an autoimmune disease. But there's different forms of alopecia.
And Karina, you suffered from mercury poisoning, right?
That's correct.
Somehow, and you're still trying to figure out how you got mercury in your system, but as a result, it caused hair loss.
It caused major hair loss. I would just touch my hair or shampoo my hair, and I had chunks of hair coming out.
Can you show us what you showed us just before the interview began?
Yeah, so this came out yesterday.
And can you turn to the back so I can see there?
The back of my head?
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Wow. And when you realized your hair, and that was during the freeze, that it was coming out, what did that do to you mentally to see that happening?
Initially, it was like, okay, nothing. And then I said, okay, this is coming out more regularly in large amounts. So I said, okay, you need to figure out what is wrong. There has to be something wrong. I don't use really chemicals on my hair at the time. I wasn't coloring my hair. I didn't have a relaxer or anything. So I went to a dermatologist, and the dermatologist wasn't very inclined to know my situation. She didn't ask me any health questions. She did not touch my scalp. She just simply said, take this drug, put it on your scalp, and you'll be fine. But then I said, this can't be right, because my scalp, my follicles weren't raised. I didn't have any breakouts on my skin. Nothing was wrong with my hair. So that led me to digging deeper. I always tell people you have to be your own advocate. And that's what I did. I just dug deeper, got some blood work, and the blood work discovered that I had mercury poisoning.
Wow. And so you need to figure out how you got that. Now, Kim, there is a new drug out there by the FDA, and it says if taken once a day. I think it was originally approved for arthritis, but now they're approving it for alopecia. If taken once a day, after 36 weeks, your hair will grow back. Your thoughts on this drug, which sounds like a miracle drug for those who have alopecia?
Yeah, I would say, Karina and I actually have been buddies on this journey. So this community that comes together to try to help one another and educate one another is strong. And so this drug, I think that for me, it's about seeing what are the effects of it. What are the long-term effects? What is inside the drug, right? Because it's one thing to get something to take care of one thing, but it causes something else, if you know what I mean.
Right,
so
right.
I think for me, that's the part that I'm interested in finding out, because
So you're not going to be first in line. Hell no.
I'm not going to be first. I'm not going to be first on this one. I'm not going to be first on this one. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be first on this one. I'm allow the ones who want to try, and there's nothing wrong with trying. Some people have to try to, to help the others, but I'm going to let them try and see what's happening with it. I'm going to do some more research around it myself, even to understand, because I have to know what are the side effects of it.
Mm-hmm. And Karina, are you willing to take it, or you're going to measure yourself and see what happens first?
So I probably will not take it at all. I think the drug may be good, but I think when any type of loss is the result of something, I'm always trying to get to the root cause, and that's what I did. So for me, I don't know if you all will show that picture maybe online, where all of this hair was all gone. Like I had a big bald patch here and a big bald patch here. All this hair was gone. What I did was change my diet. I was already on a plant-based diet, but for like 60 days, I ate really clean, I detoxed. And then I'm a gardener, so I grow food. So I went to my garden and got a bunch of plants and herbs, and I made a hair tea. And then I sprayed the hair tea on my hair. And then I made this oil with some essential oils and some fresh black seed oil, fresh pressed black seed oil. And all of this grew back. So I hope you can show your viewers where all of this was gone. All of this was gone, but the hair tea and the oil that I made for myself, it grew back. Now I stopped using it. Of course, you know, just not being disciplined, I stopped using it. I don't know why I started losing my hair again yesterday. So I'll figure that out. But no, I will not be taking the drug. I'm with Kim. What are the side effects? And I'm not that attached to hair. I'm attached to my health and not so much my hair. So I'd rather figure out what my health issue is. I'm with her. That's exactly how I feel. I mean, let me say this. I look really good with my bald head. I'm just gonna be honest.
You gonna say it your damn self. Even if you need to say it your damn self, you gonna say it.
I'm gonna put it out there. So I mean, you know, I think it's also, but I also love hair too for accessorizing. Sometimes you might see me with different hairstyles, a wig, because I want to accessorize. And so I think that also I have the freedom to do that. And I'm just with Karina on the fact that, you know, when I also found Mercury when I did some blood tests as well. And me and her talked about that. And so to the point where I'm not so much attached to the hair as I am my health.
There you go. There you go. But do you think, Kim, and this will be my final question because I have to let you guys go. Do you think this is at least some good news for someone out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I have heard, and I grieved my hair when it first happened. I had beautiful, long, curly hair. And I grieved my hair initially. I will be honest. And so I think that for some people, losing their hair is uniquely hurtful to them. And so I think that this is a step in the right direction for some people. And I believe even the attention that it's grabbing and the research that was done to get to this point, I think should continue because we deserve that.
Yes. All right. Kim Roxy and Karina Pope, thank you all for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight.